thing what I love about Hannah, man, she's so Chicago. I love it. And I love it because, coming into this project, I was a little nervous. Like, I'm not from Chicago, but when I got around her, she made me feel so much more comfortable. And I just really just started watching her, just like, there she is.
That queen, her king, live happily ever after. Just so y'all know, it don't always work out like that. Sometimes things don't go the way you plan.
Oh, I was gonna butcher your name, Hannah. I was gonna go Hannaha, or I was gonna try to do it, but they just shortened it for me, made it easy.
No, it's Hannah. It's definitely Hannah. Just
there we
the
go.
A is silent. I guess it's my mom.
I like that. I'm good at butchering names, so that's nothing new here. But make it easy for me. I'll take that. What's up, both of you? I love your background, Jacob. You're like, this is your crib, and
it's been my project for about 8 months. So I end up buying a house, and it's coming together. I was like, you know what? This is it. This is my spot.
You designed it well. Look at the artwork. You got the lions. You got the abstract art, man. This is your pad. Like, it's done up.
I gotta come back home to some peace. You know what I mean?
Where is it at? LA or
ATL?
Oh, ATL. Okay, well, there you go. More space, more land, and for worth the price. That you get a little shack in LA probably for that. That you can get this badass pad in the ATL, right?
You know how it is.
Yeah, I know. But Hannah, you too, you have a very lovely and very
oh, look. It's nothing like Jacob's. Jacob over here living the life.
Listen, you put me both to shame. Like, I have that neon sign barely holding out. Like, my mom probably helped decorate the rest of the stuff because it doesn't add up in the back here. So, when I'm not home, I come in here and it's like, wait, what is this globe doing? And all these pictures. So, or that cactus in the background. Like, I just don't know. It's just there.
You got the globe. I need a globe. I need to get
you could get a badass one. I feel like you should have one of those Scarface ones. You know what I mean? That one.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be the thing to come in, like a big size version of it. Yeah. I love this, man. I love this show because it's from I'm in a suburb of Chicago. So, the real Chicago I get to see like really in depth. I'm just like where nothing happens and boring right by the airport by O'Hare over there. But I love this show because it's just so real. It's Chicago. Like, those of us who know, like, these are real people. This is as real as it gets. And Hannah, you're from here, right? And Jacob, you're from Milwaukee. So I feel like you're basically Chicago, right? Do you feel like that's kind of your city too, in a sense, or close enough?
I don't want to offend those Chicago people. I think, it's close. It's close, but it's close. It's not Chicago. It's Milwaukee.
That Milwaukee pride in there. I love Milwaukee. It's just a quick trip there. Go to, see the Bucks play, and you pay a fraction of that, which you see the Bulls, and you see a better team. So I've kind of taken Milwaukee, adopted their sports, if that's okay.
It's like a really close cousin.
A close cousin. I like that. Oh, you're not approving, Hannah? No, I can't adopt the Bucks.
No Bucks, no Packers, none of that.
No, Packers, it's crossing the line. That's really bad.
Yeah, thank you. We can agree on that. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you know what? I had a job. I kid you not. Like, when I came out of college, they hired me in Green Bay to work and talk about the Packers. They knew I'm from Chicago, so I would do these Packer hits on TV for the local TV station. I kid you not, I always take a dig at them, and people didn't know why. And then at the last day of the season, I had full Bears gear, and I had a little zip up, and I just took it all down, revealing my Bears gear with a scarf and a shirt. That station got flooded with calls to fire me, legit. Yeah, it was
serious.
It was crazy.
That's serious. That's how that is how heavy it is. It's
and needless to say, I was gone a month later for didn't have stuff for me, so you know how that goes. But yeah, that's my experience with it. But you guys have filmed the Chicago part. I love this show because obviously you do some stuff as Cinespace, I'm guessing too, right? But you're on the streets. You're in the neighborhoods. What's been the best part of kind of being there? How are the people been reacting to you guys when you guys are filming? Because we have some shows here for those that don't know. We have PD and fire, but you guys are in the streets. So what has been the experience with the actual people living there in those neighborhoods?
Right.
I think it's exciting because you get people to come out, and when they know your characters, like sometimes they'll say hi Tiff, hi Hannah, and it's like, oh, okay, you guys really do support the show, and it's good feedback to know that, and it helps us, and it encourages us and gets us excited to work as well.
Yeah, they be in their houses waving outside their windows. It's like a dream come true, So the show is impacting people on a different level. I think sometimes we get so close to it that we don't really see like the impact until we go out into the streets a little more, until we go out to an event or we're networking and there's fans there and they're just like, they're showing their love for the show because as an actor, man, you're locked up, you're filming months at a time and you're kind of like going to work, going home, studying lines. You're not really out and about to really see and feel that love all the time. You see it online, but it's one thing to really see it in person. And it's really dope. We did the Chicago Big Jam, introduced artists or two, I believe. And then we just went out there and showed love to the city of Chicago and just the full arena, the energy of just like, being on that stage was incredible. And even some of the artists there just really love the show too. So it's been incredible. It's been dope.
Hannah, you're from here. You know that Chicago pride. There's something about us wherever we're at, whether we're in LA and stuff, people like from Chicago are like attracted to each other immediately. There's this big Chicago, and I'm guessing too, Jacob, with Milwaukee, it's like a Midwestern sort of thing. We're proud where we're from, and we own it all the time, no matter where in the world we're at. What has been you're from here. You have people you grew up with. You're representing the show, as a local. What has been your response from your friends and family? Like, this is a big deal, to be part of that and being here local.
You're basking in a lot of gratitude, to be honest with you. Like I walk in a lot of gratitude and not even the fact that it's Chicago, but just to tell stories. Like you said, Jacob, to piggyback that, it's a dream come true. And, to see that people from Chicago are accepting it, because it's been movies in the past or just stuff in the productions in the past that try to reflect Chicago, and it's just inaccurate or we don't appreciate it. So to be on a show that's appreciated by the city, I think it's just a lot of gratitude that follows that. Like, I'm grateful and I'm happy, and I'm just happy that people can relate to the stories. And honestly, one thing I love about being in Chicago, and you probably like this too, when you see Chicago on television, you're like, oh yeah, that's this area, or this is that area. So that's something we enjoy too. And I get people, when I do run into people, they're like, oh, you guys were filming over here for this scene, and you did this scene over here. So that's it's always exciting.
Jacob, think about Chicago's got, when you come out of state, like there's this misconception, like, oh, I don't want to go to Chicago anymore because like the violence and all that and stuff. What do you kind of say to the outsiders who don't understand this city and don't understand there's really good people here too? And, sure, there's violence, but that gets heightened, I feel like, for outsiders and people who don't know the city that well. What's kind of your impression of Chicago, being from Milwaukee nearby, but now getting to be part of this and, filming here and getting used to this city?
Yeah, and it was a perfect timing for me too. I think the first season I was turning 21. So it's 21 and up type of vibe at a certain time. So I think that those few months before I turned 21, I really couldn't get into certain restaurants at a certain time. So, when I turned 21, it was like, I was like, oh my God, like this city just got so much more to offer. And I would just, tell people to go for yourselves and really enjoy the city. Food is just, you can go eat anywhere. It really doesn't fail you. And then there's just a bunch of nice hotels and apartments and just brownstones and just like, it's a totally different side that, that they don't show in the news, and I think I try to do it on my social media, just try to like do a boomerang or do a video of us on the boat or looking at the skyline. Like, I think the city has so much more to offer, than just everywhere is bad. You know what I mean? Like, we see news every day. It's like every city got its own nightmares. But I think, there's something really beautiful about Chicago and unique, and I enjoy it. We're on our 5th season. We come back every year, 4 or 5 months out the year. It's like home to me. So when I'm Like, ooh, I'm about to get my apartment ready.
Oh my God.
Not the decked out one in an ATL, but good enough. You know what I mean? The Chicago living, they'll do it for. But plus, like the South Side is nice too. Like you go to Hyde Park, like those houses there and stuff. It's so classic and kind of old school, and like just the neighborhoods too have a lot of personality that people don't know about too. You know, the show kind of showcases too a lot of the personality that's around this city, no matter where.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
a big deal.
You know, I wanted to, you guys get to work together a lot, and I'm sure you've gotten close. I want to know your favorite things about each other, you know, just like whether you're throwing some, you know, tea, dropping some tea here or not. But Hannah, I'm going to start with you. What's your favorite thing about Jacob and think we might not know about him that you learned through?
So, and Jacob, I've told you this too. What I love about Jacob, so we get a lot of early call times, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I'm a morning person. Like I can get up in the morning and I can joke around. Like I'm cool.
Lucky
like
you.
that. Jacob is the same exact way. He can get up in the morning and we both joking around in the trailer. Even if we off 3 hours of sleep, like we can still just operate with a positive attitude and with a lot of smile and personality. So, you know, I've told you that often. I love that about Jacob though.
I think what I love about Hannah, man, she's so Chicago. I love it. And I love it because, you know, coming into this project, I was a little nervous. Like, I'm not from Chicago, but, you know, when I got around her, she made me feel so much more comfortable. And I just really just started watching her, just like, yeah, she is. And then just the certain things she would say, certain lingos, and how she would talk to people and her energy when she walked into the room. Like, yeah, I'm like, she just bright up the energy, and I'm just like, yeah, this gonna be fire. And it shows on screen. Like our chemistry is just crazy. You know, we can knock out anything. So it's dope.
It's that realness, you know, Hannah, we in Chicago, we have this realness about us, you know, I lived in LA too. So it's like, people like, oh, like they're like almost intimidated because they think like you're full of shit, but you're not, because you're actually just real about who you are. And
yes,
you know what I mean? Like just owning your person, not caring and not trying to be perfect or fit in some mold. Like, I feel like us Midwesterners, we just kind of own it and just ourselves no matter what, you know, take it or leave it.
Yep, Midwest is the best.
Yeah, there you go. Have you taught Jacob, or he probably knows that, you know, soda is pop actually, right?
You know what? He knows soda is pop. We go over a lot of the lingo, but Jacob gets it though. I think because he's from the Midwest too, he gets it.
Yeah. Obviously it's you know, it's always something to learn, but I definitely a lot of our castmates are from Chicago, which helps me out a lot. And for us to spend time together, you know, I'll find myself like in the Chicago bag, like, what up, G? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yeah, there we go. So I think each year I'm even getting even better with the lingo and just the natural mannerisms. So I think it's been fun. It's been really fun.
It shows on screen. You know what I mean? You're one of our own, you know, when you watch the show, it's so authentic. And I love how the show just shows every side, you know, the good side, the bad side, the tough side, the beautiful side. The realness about it. It's like, if I have to describe this show, it's real, you know, and that's hard sometimes to say, because capturing the authenticity of a city and neighborhood and town and its people is tough unless you really understand that place. And I think this show does it pretty much better than any I've seen when it comes to, you know, this city. Like you mentioned, Hannah, it's just the authenticity and realness, and it's all there for display.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
As I let you guys go, I need to know your favorite Chicago food spots. I mean, you know, this is a food city. Like, I will argue with anyone, this is the best food city in the country. Hannah, favorite food spot in Chicago, and then we're gonna go to Jacob.
That's a hard question.
It's so many
good. And
yeah.
Okay, so I don't eat seafood, but I am very, very diverse with what I do eat. Like, I love Thai food, I love Mexican food, I love Caribbean food. But if I were to choose, let me think, where was I at recently? You know what? So I've been going to a few places in the West Loop. Eat in the West Loop. Go out to eat in the West Loop. We went to La Josie. Jacob, we went to La Josie before too, but I went there the other day and it was just, I was reminded of how good the food was. It's Mexican cuisine, but it's so good. Like, you cannot miss with the food in Chicago.
No, West Loop, that's a good call. There's so many good food spots there now too, new ones. What about you, Jacob?
Right across the street from there is Al Cheval, right? Like,
Yep.
right over there, that great burger spot.
Oh yeah.
I was checking my Postmates because I was Postmating a lot.
Okay.
Spot we went to called Flavs. That's really good.
Flavs.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. What do you have there?
PHL.
Everything.
They got, I mean, just everything. They're real unique. Real like it's like a soul food experience. But it's got a little twist on it. It's real good. It's real dope.
Okay, I got a recommendation from you guys. There you go. So that's what I love. I love there's so many still. We're from here, at least me and Hannah, but we still explore to say there's so much new that still we learn about it constantly. That's the fun part.
Yep.
Hey, congratulations, season 5. You know, people are taking to the show because being anywhere with 5 seasons, you're doing something well. So you guys keep on riding the wave, and more of Chicago is never a bad thing, just a good thing. So look forward to talking to you down the road and season 6. Let's keep on going, right?
Thank you.
Hey, great job, guys. Big fan. So it's cool to catch up.
Awesome, man. Have a good one.
Thank
you
you.
too. Take care.